Ask him again.
Where the fuck did you get that chicken?
Don't ask questions.
You guys really got to watch this on YouTube. You really got to see what Steve's holding. This is different. This is different. Should we start the show?
We should start the show. Found the button.
Fucking
Welcome. Welcome to the Playleaders podcast.
I was just watching Austin Powers, and that's all I hear. It's like the Dr. Evil laugh, dude. The fucking...
Sorry. My neighbor's probably thinking I'm a psychopath right now.
Good.
You get a complaint from your building manager. It's like, yeah, someone was like just laughing maniacally, like they're going
everybody.
insane, and it
Scared the whole
scared the
building.
entire floor. Scared the whole floor.
Well, you know what I'd say to them? Do you know what the fuck I'd say to them? Welcome to the Playleaders podcast, where we're all music elitists, and that's okay. My name is Wiley, and this is my best friend, Steve.
I thought you were going to go into the New Age Outlaws thing for a second, and I got really pumped. I'm not going to lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you the tag team champions of the world, the Steve Dog, Poopy Pants, the
Poopy
Mike
Pants.
Balls,
Bruh.
Testy
Bruh.
Breath. I don't know. My
Anyway,
brain's not as...
Hey,
Anyway,
kids,
Steve,
time
your
to
turn.
dust off your vinyl, charge your iPod Nano, and get comfy.
Dustin.
From the obscure to the number one hits, we got it all
Hits.
right here
Hits.
in a nice, comfy package.
package.
Speaking of package,
Can Mike just be a hype man from now on? Everyone, stop what you're doing. Seriously,
Stop it.
Stop what you're doing.
Fucking stop it.
You're talking, stop it. Driving,
Stop
stop
it.
it. You doom scroll, stop it. Playing with it, stop it. Say hi to producer Mike.
Say hi to me.
Hi, Mike.
I don't care if you're working right now. If you're working, you got your headphones on, you're typing at your little desk job, or you're running down the street listening to this new episode of the Playleaders podcast. You say hi right now, out loud. Just say hi.
scream it from the rooftops.
And if your significant other's asleep next to you in your bed and you're just popping in your AirPods to listen to a podcast while you doze off, scream his name right now. Just fucking loud. Mike!
Seductively.
Ah!
Mike. Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Oh,
And the pickles.
Robert.
And the pickles. All right.
Nice
Wow.
Dane Cook reference.
Yeah.
Good God.
Sorry.
Did you fucking dust that off before you said it, dude? Jesus Christ.
Maybe. I actually quote that one still a lot to this day. That's like Adam Sandler and
Billy Gilmore.
Will Ferrell.
Click.
There we go. Like quote. It's stuck in the quote part of my brain, And also the Dane Cook part where he's like talking about like this one time I was walking down the street and I saw this guy that was about to be hit by a car, and I wanted to warn him that he's about to be hit by a car, but I didn't have time to get it out. But all I got out was that's a good one.
Pretty good.
Didn't mean to go on a Dane Cook thing here, but guys, we actually just recorded a pretty fucking another dope ass episode of our podcast.
It keeps getting better. I don't know what to say.
Dude, I was so proud of myself for most of that podcast because I kept us like on time, and then we lost it when we started talking about MySpace. Like that's
This
where
is
we
true.
all fell off.
This is true.
I was looking at the time on my little because I'm hitting a little timer on my phone, and I was like, oh, I fucked this one up.
Hopefully everyone listening is gonna resonate with it and understand, and then follow us on the thing. That'll make sense later. So
Yeah, follow us on that thing.
you'll see.
I went to we obviously talk about this a lot on the episode today, but I went to Warped Tour just the other day. So this is just a few days post Warped Tour. Guys, I can still barely walk. My knee is swollen like 3 times its size, and I'm just fucking dead.
Are both of your knees in trouble, or just the one that is really
Technically,
busted?
Like medically, or like me just toughing it out?
I mean,
Like,
how do you feel right now?
awful.
Okay. Well, he's like, I'm falling apart, and I went to Warped Tour, so it's going worse now.
My right knee's okay, but my quad on my right leg is just so sore. Like I feel like I was in the gym for 7 days in a row or something. Like just
Banging and banging.
power,
baby.
power squatting my ass off or something. I don't know, but like
Deep
Wiley,
rock squats.
Wiley tore his ass going to Warped Tour.
What was it on Ted Lasso? It's like, oh, you ripped your butt. That's all, man. Nothing to be embarrassed. It's my hamstring. Ah, yeah, you ripped your butt.
You ripped
You
your
tore
butt.
your butt. Oh God, it was, but it was so good, guys. Like Papa Roach, I just don't understand why people still try to like cast them into this like dad rock thing or butt rock or anything other than, dude, they belong at Warped Tour type of concerts. They still have the energy. I think Jacoby just turned fucking 50. That dude still rocks and puts on. I still think he's one of the greatest frontmen, of the greatest frontmen of all time.
Fully agree.
But I kind of mentioned in the episode, and I haven't got to talk to you guys in person yet, but Let Live, as you guys know, is one of my favorite bands, and they're back together, and that just makes my heart and soul just so full and happy. They absolutely destroyed their set. Like, it was incredible. Fucking threw down. They got cut off early because Jason loves to go on long speeches, but I love his long speeches.
Was Skylar Record playing?
Yeah, Skylar is. I think he is their bassist
now. I'm a big fan of Skylar Record. I would love to get to.
Dude.
I would love to chat with him.
He fucking throws down, dude. Dude throws down, and that was like one of the things that I was interested about, like him joining the band. Not that he's ever not thrown down, but like when you get into Let Live, you're getting into like a physical sport. That's not just
it's a whole nother level.
You know, like even if you stand still the whole time, you're gonna have to dodge fucking Jason.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fucking send the drum riser sailing across the stage at some point in time, like
throwing trash cans and shit.
Yeah, like it's climbing shit, falling off. Anyway, once again, they're amazing. But I looked at the app and it was like Let Live Unplugged stage, and I was like, "There's no way that's real. There's no way. Let Live acoustic, they're chaos. There's no way." And it was, and they did. And I got to meet Jason, hung out with him, talked to him a little bit. We actually had a conversation while they were playing on stage. There was a part where he's just like, "Hey, music saved my life. The scene saved my life. It turned me into the guy that, could finally believe he could be a father and all these things." He's just like, "Who out there is in a band in this scene?" And I raised my hand, and he's just like, "What's the name of your band?" I was like, "Die Criminal." And he's like, "Is that a Hopes Fall reference?" I'm like, "It is a Hopes Fall reference." And he went into a story about like how they recorded their first album in the same place Hopes Fall recorded, and just a back and forth fucking conversation while they're in the middle of acoustic set. Like, I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life.
Damn.
And it's just fun because like, this isn't a brag. We all get to meet a lot of musicians that we love now through this podcast, which I'm just so grateful for. But I've met a lot of bands just throughout my years of touring and stuff. And you get me around somebody that I look up to like that and just have so much love for it. Dude, I'll be like a 12-year-old girl meeting NSYNC like in 1999. Like,
but it's even better. You're 42-year-old Wiley McFly.
42-year-old Wiley McFly. There wasn't a bad performance that I personally saw. Every band fucking brought it. Every band was great. I have no negatives to say. You go to festivals and you watch a lot of bands. You're always kind of like, yeah, I could have missed that band. Dude, Third Eye Blind was fucking amazing. They brought on Ryan Key from Yellow Card, and there was
I saw that. I saw that online.
Pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Story of the Year brought out fucking Ezra Bridger.
Fucking Jabba the Hutt came on stage and swung the lightsaber around. Is insane shit, dude. I can't believe that happened, man.
Dan on stage was like, "Yay, Star Wars!" Like. Oh my gosh, but that was fucking cool. And then like, there was a lot of guest appearances, like. Like the whole Ryan Key, Yellow Card didn't even play Warped Tour, but he still got on stage with the band. And, seeing Third Eye Blind play a Yellow Card song, that was like, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. It was good. Like, it was really good.
And then Thrice. Oh my
God. So good.
Glassjaw was fucking amazing.
They were great.
God.
It's the only way I'm ever going to see him live is through a live stream.
I think it's time to go ahead and transition and go ahead and bring in our guests. You guys ready to bring in today's guest?
Let's go, baby.
I don't know. Are you on good terms with them?
Wow. I was going to do it.
Hey.
I love that we're all really stupid. It makes doing this so much more fun. All right, let's bring him in. All right. say enough about how excited I am about today's guest, but what an awesome guest we have for everyone today. Joining us is the lead singer of a band that has been crushing it in the independent scene for a long while. They truly represent the spirit of do-it-yourself, as these fellows can be found all over the social medias. I remember a time where I'd bounce from Instagram to TikTok and everywhere else, and their teaser for their single Cough would pop up. It was every time it popped in, and I was like, oh shit, this breakdown is awesome. And, it really got me into them and got me downloading their music. And now look, that paid off because, hey, they're now added to multiple Warped Tour stops. They just played Long Beach, and they're going to be playing Orlando. They got Shiprock coming up early next year. I'm telling you, this band has a lot of passion. They put in a lot of hard work and grit, and it's gotten their songs more and more attention. And if you're into the heavier pop punk, emo, post-hardcore, you might just find them to not only be a good time, but you're also going to be in need of signing some terms and conditions. See, this was funnier before Mike stole my joke. It was funnier before he stole my joke. Because they will rock your face straight off. That's why you got to sign the terms and conditions. Get it? I'm explaining the joke. Yep. See, what would you do without me? I had the pleasure of seeing them at Warped Tour this year. And, dude, it was so cool to see them absolutely crush the rec stage. So, everyone, give it up for the incredible singer and the frontman of the awesome band, Good Terms, Brian.
Not much, man. What's going on, Joe?
I don't know about this new applause you got going,
Hanging
man.
out with some howler monkeys. It's what we
You know
do.
what? If you want, we got this one. We also have this one.
Jesus.
That is
It's a puffer
There's that.
fish.
it's a
Sucking
puffer
on a
fish.
carrot, by the way, Brian. That's nothing.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly. It fully is a puffer fish eating a carrot.
Jesus Christ, go.
It's like, what did I get in myself?
He's like, I'm gonna leave right now.
I just should have made my list more raunchy, you know.
Yeah,
Didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Brian, dude, welcome. Sorry for all the applause confusion, but welcome to the Play Latest podcast, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man. I'm stoked. This is very fun.
Just judging from following you guys on social media and even seeing your band play live, I have a feeling that you're probably kind of a gangsta at putting together a sweet playlist. So I think you're going to fit in well here with us today.
It's definitely, we got a lot of strong musical opinions in my circle, so you gotta stay sharp. You can't. You'll get that aux cord taken away from you if you fuck it up. So
I love it because like I'm a little bit of a music elitist. I'll be honest. Like I'm not gonna, be mean and like walk up to somebody that's wearing like a an Iron Maiden shirt and be like, name 3 songs. But like, you bring some weak bullshit in, I'm like, nah, not that. So we like strong music opinions. We love it when that kind of thing happens because when we're building playlists together, it's usually all fun and games until Steve throws on Christmas editions of Mariah Carey songs. So
I'll do it again. Christmas is coming.
I mean, yeah, the holidays are right around the corner. He could be making it way worse, Wiley.
guys, that wasn't
Exactly.
Christmas. That was like July last year.
Nobody
For
pays
some
attention.
Yeah, for some people, Christmas
man.
is year round.
Halloween stuff is already in the stores,
Exactly.
Fair enough. This is Halloween. Yeah, Steve needs to change his picks for today, I think so.
Yeah, I need to switch a few things out real quick. I'll message you.
But dude, Brian, man, you got to still be buzzing. Like just 4 days ago, you were playing Warped Tour, dude. So talk to us about that. Tell us about the journey to Warped Tour, man. How'd that happen, and how you feeling now that you did it?
I mean, I'm finally feeling like I can walk without, limping. It's definitely like a while to literally get back on my feet for a while after doing Warped Tour. But it was crazy, man. I mean, it was a great experience. It was a varied experience. I mean, I'm sure you guys had a similar thing. Your feet hurting, so much sweat, a lot of sunburn, and playing definitely absolutely like drained me. Getting ready to play, standing around talking to the fans at the merch tent afterwards. I thought that I was going to see a lot more bands than I did, and I was just wiped. I like had to drag myself out there for the story so far. I was like, I can't miss this. And then on Sunday, Sunday was a lot more chill. I got to be a lot more of an active participant on Sunday, which was very enjoyable. So yeah, man, it was crazy. I mean, I was Warped is such an interesting place in what we do, because I feel like there are so many bands that were basically made to play Warped Tour, and then when it went away, that was about when I started my band. Like our band, it wasn't like that spirit went away. Like there are still music being made for Warped Tour, and there were some other things that tried to fill the void, that are maybe carving out their own niche, but wasn't really the same like epicenter of the culture. For Warped to be back, even just in general, is I think injects so much energy into all of us, because even there's a chance we'll play Warped Tour, but also just like that there's this big event that happens every year, that just puts a lot of energy into the scene. I mean, you can just be part of that, and you don't even have to really play Warped Tour to be part of that energy. You can just be someone who makes that kind of music. So to get put on this year, we found out in January this year, right before we went out on our first headline tour. I remember getting the email, having my morning coffee. Our agent texts us, and our agent, like, we hadn't been working with him for a super long time. And so he hadn't had a lot of time to like really work us. And I remember him saying, like, check your emails. You're welcome. He's awesome. He's a cocky dude, and he's the best. We checked our emails, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of, okay, I got a lot of energy now, dude. Got a lot of shit to look forward to. So, and yeah, getting to go, we went last year, and we got to do, we were on a guest list. We got to do the backstage thing. We got to meet a lot of people, but there was it was just very different to actually be playing and kind of feel like we belong here, and, get to do things like take the golf carts around and take the free vans, which we could do last year. But this year I kind of felt like we were like taking it. This year I kind of felt like, no, we can do this. This is all good. It was great.
So talk us through that. Like, you guys got, some backstage accesses last year and got to be a part, of the behind the scenes. How'd you get that, and how'd that turn into you guys actually getting a spot on the stage?
Last year we were working with our agent at the time last year too, but the relationship was so much younger. But our agent is in a band called the Wonder Years, who played at the festival last year. And so I think it was pretty easy for him to get us some wristbands, and kind of show us around, and we could meet some people, and it was very cool. I mean, what a great peek behind the curtain. I mean, obviously to go to a festival and be able to use indoor bathrooms and have air conditioning, and definitely walking by the singer of Sublime and stuff like that, and like I'm not going to talk to him right now, but it was very cool. And that was the difference between last year and this year, was I didn't necessarily meet people, but like last year I was scared to talk to anybody. And this year I was like, well, I got to tell Spencer Chamberlain that he's rad. I got to tell the singer of Drain that I cried during his set. I'm not going to like.
So fucking good this year. God.
Yeah, I watched the live stream of that, and I was just like, oh,
that
I'm
was
a fan now.
Yeah, that was a really moving set. We got to watch from the craziest place. We got to watch from the media pit. So like in front of the barricade, right in front of the stage. And you can see on the live stream, you can see that there's like 5 people right next to the stage. That's us. You see like thousands of people, you see the stage, and then you see these 5 people off to the side, and that's us. Like not even side stage, out in front of the stage, but between that and the barricade. And so we got to see him, when he jumps off stage and he goes into the crowd and he throws the mic and stuff. I mean, we're right there for all that. And it was, I'm going to remember that forever. Like that felt like being like 14 and hearing about rock and roll for the first time again.
I want to be very honest with you. This is like from my heart. I went to this Warped Tour, super excited. You guys started playing and I had to leave. I'm kidding. No, whenever I walked up and saw you guys set, dude, I was like, this is fucking sick. Like, hell yes, these guys are amazing. You guys were one of my favorite performances of the entire festival. Not bullshitting you because you're on the podcast right now. I genuinely was having the time of my life during your set. I had 2 of my friends with me that had never heard of or seen you guys before, and they walked away massive fans. So
wow, I appreciate it, man. Dude, the crowd is my biggest takeaway from that whole set was, there were a lot of great bands playing very close to when we played, which is a bummer because I didn't get to see them. Didn't get to see Under Oath, didn't get to see Arm's Length. It's also like, we're on a small stage. Who's gonna come see us and not fight for a good spot for Under Oath or any of these other great bands that are playing? And when I turned around and I saw the crowd, I was like, no fucking way, dude. This is incredible. And especially we started playing, we opened with our new song Hard Call, and there were people who were singing along from the first word of that song, and I was like, this is really nice. this is such a very lucky, very, very lucky to be getting to experience this. And yeah, all the crowd interaction. I went out in the crowd a couple times. Definitely had the crowd do a lot of things, and I mean, a lot of crowd participation. It was really great.
Yeah, and I swear I could hear the crowd way more than you guys during your Van Halen run. And so that was also cool to get everybody just losing their shit. It was cool because I saw like kids singing Van Halen songs. So like, hats off to you for keeping it alive and keeping it fresh in the genres that are actually moving the younger generation these days. So that was really cool to see.
Hell yeah, man! I love that cover. I knew that was going to be great at Warped Tour. I was so happy.
Sick.
Half the band was like, I don't really want to do Jump anymore, and I was like, okay, we gotta play it at Warped Tour. We gotta play it at Warped. It's going to be so perfect. It was a blast.
Yeah. It was fun to see all three of you playing guitar like to fam. I'm like, this is sick, dude. It was a lot of fun, man. And you guys, I guarantee, I'm sure you're seeing it. You caught up a lot of attention at this one. So with the whole Warped Tour thing, anything crazy that you guys saw, or like backstage, like things that you didn't expect you'd get to see in the backstage at a Warped Tour?
I mean, not any crazy headlines. Just looking up, and my fiance like poking me in the rib, being like, who's in front of us? And it's Parker. And I'm like, oh, that's the best. He's the best to ever do it. Running into Spencer. I mean, we walked in, one of the first things we saw was all of Under Oath was together right as we were walking in. And I mean, and we're like, it's not like we're here and they're over there. We're both standing there at the sign-in tent. I'm pretty cool, like we're all in the music industry out here in Los Angeles. We rub up against people who have, very big audiences pretty often. They don't always mean so much to you. And so I remember Under Oath for sure was like, all right, this is different than everything else that I do in my life. Like, I've met a lot of people, met a lot of famous people. This is different. This is fucking crazy. That guy's, he's the best to ever do it. Holy shit.
Spencer right there. I don't know what to do.
Oh, dude.
There's Aaron.
Oh, dude. I mean, all of them. The whole band is right there.
Timmy just
mm-hmm.
With badass
and everything. That's how I recognized him. I was like, that guy's wearing those are some short shorts. Oh, that's Timothy. Okay, great. So yeah, I don't think anything. No crazy headlines. Just the people, just seeing people. Tades from Hot Mulligan. And that dude is one of the most supportive dudes. That's got to be out there, because he was at everybody's set. He was watching. I mean, he was watching the band before us. Good Sleepy. Play on our stage. He was watching. He was always like just by himself checking out people's sets. So awesome. And that's really cool to see. And you run into people and you don't know who they are, and then someone's like, oh, that's so and so, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Or I met Shane Told like minutes before Silverstein went on, and I haven't kept up with how Shane Told looks. So I did not I just,
our longer hair now and everything too.
Yeah, exactly. Our manager was introducing me to him, and I was just like, oh, I'm just meeting a guy right now. And it was Shane. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, you're going on in like 3 minutes. Like everything's ready for you. So yeah. I mean, nothing crazy. But I will say golf carting around. It's a big deal.
Be a blast. Actually, did you hear about Jacoby Shaddix and his son? Did you see that whole thing going around? Jacoby from
No, I didn't see it, no.
So they were getting out of a golf cart, and his son was hit by a medical car, like an actual medical car.
Oh.
And he ended up being okay, but Jacoby spent all of Saturday night in the ER with his son. And his son is like 22 or something like that, so it's not a little kid.
But I wasn't using an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
I think Jackson's is like youngest, who's like around the 8 years, but no, this is one of his older sons, and it's just wild because I know those carts like zip by in those festivals, and man, I'm super jealous of your Warped Tour, your new Warped Tour fame, and I'm excited to see you guys continue on. I think you guys are gonna be playing at the Orlando Warped Tour as well, if I'm correct on that. congratulations, 2 Warped Tours.
I appreciate it.
And then next year, I'm actually going to be pre-ordering my tickets on Friday, I think, for next year's Long Beach Warped Tour. So you better be here, man. You better be here. I actually live in Long Beach, by the way. I'm like,
well, yeah, man.
I'm like 2 blocks from the festival.
That's sick as hell, man. I'm like 40 minutes north of you in Pasadena.
Pasadena, hell yeah, 40 minutes on 2 a.m.
Well, during my load in and load out times to the festival, yeah.
No, I was teasing, man. But what do you guys say? Should we make a playlist together?
Absolutely.
Hell
Sounds
yeah,
like a
bro.
plan.
Well, Brian, producer Mike hit you up and said, "Hey, excited to make this playlist with you. What do you want the topic to be?" And you wanted to do something along the lines of Warped Tour bands, and I love that. So we went with VANS, and Warped Tour bands. Right. So I love that title. I love that's what we're doing. And these are going to be all songs from bands that Warped Tour, past or present. So very excited about this one. We're all in the spirit of Warped. Not only did you just play it, but you're going to be playing another one. And we still have several Warped Tours going on around kind of the world. The world.
They're growing, dude. They're growing.
So excited about it and excited to kick this thing off. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take turns and everybody's going to add their song and talk a little bit about why they chose this song. So we'll also, just a friendly reminder, everybody, if you click the show notes, if I don't say this, Mike hits me.
No, this is true. This is true.
It's entertaining. It really is.
If you click the show notes in this episode that you're listening to right now, you actually have the link to the playlist that we created on the show today. So you can actually take that playlist home with you or give it to Mima and Peepaw, whoever you want to give it to. It's there for you.
Just print it out, and then right on top of it, this is my favorite episode, and then have the playlist on your wall.
Yeah, just print out the playlist order and then just go get cassette tapes and then fast forward to each song and listen to it like that. It makes such a better listening experience. All right, Brian, you are the lead here, man. Get us kicked off with your first choice.
Okay, this was an obvious choice for me. For something like this, it's going to be a surprise to probably no one. It's Fall Out Boy's Thriller. That's that I feel like I'm people know I'm a big Fall Out Boy fan. He was a big influence on me vocally for sure, lyrically for sure. I love definitely everything off the first 4 records, and I stand by their entire discography. But that song, if I had to pick one song, that's the song. I just feel like I'm trying to make a whole thing out of just that one song. The breakdown, the easy core. Before I even knew what easy core was back in the day, just being like, wow, it's crazy how it just starts and it's just this big double kick thing. Like, that's so crazy. And then going into, his big soul voice. It's just such a perfect song.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest intros, one of the coolest build-ups, like one of the best kickoff tracks to get an album started. It's like a nice primer, and then it just hits you in the face when that song drops in. It's so good.
We were we actually had on the guys from Patio Slave podcast just recently, and it was great. If you ever get the opportunity, have you worked with those guys yet?
I want to say yes, but I think it's been a long time. I think that was
dudes are totally awesome. But yeah. they came in and we talked a lot about Fall Out Boy, and I realized, man, after Cork Tree, I just fell off. So I have actually been over the course of the last few weeks diving back into Fall Out Boy, and you know what? I love it.
It's different. It's different, but all those first 4 records. I have the Infinity on High. You can't. It's flipped, but I have the Van Gogh quote that ends in Infinity on High.
That's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. And listen, I've never really had an issue, but I just feel like after Cork Tree, they changed a lot, and that was during a formative time where I was like, how dare bands? What was that? 04, 05, something like that. So,
I did that during the actual release of the next album, Fall You Do, when I was a kid. And then a couple of years later, I listened to it and I was like, oh, I'm wrong. This is my favorite album.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always fun to stumble back upon albums when they first came out. You were like, that song, that whole album sucks. And then, go back over it a few years later and go, holy shit, what was I thinking? This is actually really good. Granted, yeah, they went away from whatever that was, but this is its own thing, and I love it. It's fun to do that sometimes.
I've done that a ton where I was back in my haterade days of like, this isn't underground anymore. This isn't like the scene anymore, and just like not listening to it. But then I grew up and my brain finished developing, and I went back and listened to tracks that were amazing that I should have just been listening to and stopped hating the whole time.
So Fallout Boy to kick us off. I love this. Great first song. Steve, it is your choice for your first pick.
Actually, the first couple songs are all from instant pop into my head from 1 year of Warped Tour. First song is going to be Gym Class Heroes with Cupid's Chokehold.
Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend, I never seem to get a lot. Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend, I never seem to get a lot.
Why is it Katie?
So, at that time, her and Travi were actually together. The 2008 Warped Tour, which, like I said, this is all the first two songs have a link there.
Yes, the girl.
So, side story about Katy Perry: she threw an inflatable strawberry at me while she was performing, and then winked at me. So I'm pretty sure there was something going on there, but we won't talk about that.
You could have been Orlando Bloom this whole time.
You could still be.
Just saying, there was a chance. Now I was when that album came out, and I kind of went back through the discography and just kind of went through all the music that Gym Class Heroes had made. I was a really big fan. I liked them, and the 2008 Warped Tour happened, and I went and watched Gym Class Side Stage in St. Louis, and that was the year that Travi was being heckled by somebody that was crowd surfing. And Travi didn't like what he was saying, so at one point during one of the songs, jumped off the stage, got onto the barricade, grabbed the dude as he was crowd surfing, and beat the brakes off of him with the microphone. And it's always been a long-standing memory of him. I was just like, I'm witnessing this right now. Yeah, it was pretty interesting, to say the least.
I mean, this isn't quite as violent, but it's still sonically violent. I came across a video of them covering Lamb of God at a 2008 Warped Tour. Oh yeah. They're just, and he's fully ripping the screams. Like they was sick as hell. And I just played this like Adobe Radio Warped pre-party thing where I played 16, where everyone was playing covers. I went and I played 16 Candles with like the house band, and Travis McCoy was there. And so, playing a Fall Out Boy song with Travis McCoy or for Travis McCoy is a pretty funny experience. But he was jumping up. Yes. This is. I mean, one of the videos. I think someone else
pulling up the video that I found. Here's this. He's got a Guitar Hero guitar. It's a Guitar Hero guitar. Yo, that's amazing.
So at this Warped party, he was jumping up and he was doing someone was doing Deftones, someone was doing Slipknot. Like he was jumping up and doing all the screaming stuff. This is last Thursday or something. So dude's awesome. Mad dude.
That is really cool. I had no idea that. What is, if you would have said, like, I would have never guessed in a million years. Like if you would have given me like even multiple choice and this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have never selected that as a song that they would have covered or tried to play around with. That is absolutely madness. Could you like, I'm just imagining like the fans like going to see Gym Class Heroes specifically, like, yeah, I'm going to see this band. Ha ha ha.
Break out and lay this to rest. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, dude, that's a winner. Steve, solid second choice, and I love that. I think they've played Warped Tour like 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 19, 26, 7 times. That's a lot. That's a lot. You got to think all of the earlier ones were probably long runs.
They played the same time as us on Saturday too.
Just know that I chose you,
and I appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate
We
that.
choose you.
Oh man, what a great first two choices that we got to kick this bad boy off. Mike, time for your first pick.
All right. For my first pick, these guys played it in 08, 2010, and 2013, at least according to Google. This is Bring Me the Horizon, Shadow Moses. When
Hell yeah.
when I hear these guys, I just think of like being outside, hot, sweaty, crazy crowd, loud screams. It's amazing. I love these
think of
guys.
Sandpit Turtles.
Sandpit turtles.
First time I saw that meme, I almost died laughing. I had one of those growing up.
Exactly, yeah. It's quite possibly my favorite one.
This is Sandpit Turtle. Yeah, good stuff. I've never got to see them at a festival, but I've seen. No, I saw them at an Aftershock one time. But outside of Aftershock, I've only seen them in like kind of smaller clubs. Like we're talking 1,500 or less type of places, and it's always absolute insanity. Yes, lots of sweat, lots of craziness, lots of screaming. So, and also they're getting to that legendary status now, right? Like, is it fair to say like those guys are technically legends now?
Yeah, they're massive. They can do whatever they want to do music wise, and it's gonna do well. Sales wise and just like musically.
Brian, with you guys, like as I listen to your discography and stuff, you guys kind of play around with different styles and genres a lot too. Obviously you don't go deathcore as to what some of the stuff is, but like, how challenging is that for you guys to try to like, I don't know, keep up with some, not to say that you're trying to keep up with the styles, but I've heard like you guys have like the heavier side of the emo pop punk, then some of your stuff actually comes off kind of metal. And then,
Mhm.
there's even some twang in some of the stuff that you guys have as
Yeah.
well. So
I'd say for us, we have really, really wide musical tastes. We like a lot of different kinds of music. So what's harder is to keep it consistent. Is to figure out like what is too far for good terms, or how do we like do something that's concise. Because we probably could do a song like that, but like, should we? So yeah, that was a whole thing with our last record. We intentionally on Burnout, we tried to kind of throw everything at the wall and see what would stick. And now we kind of know what's been the most rewarding for us to work on together, to perform. We know what the crowd responds to. We know, what moments work really well for us between us and the audience. And so now we're, with kind of progress on, and I think we really went for it with a hard call. We're just trying to double down on the things that have been the most rewarding.
I think I love that explanation too, because I think a lot of bands are kind of getting maybe not pushed, but certainly challenged, maybe is a better word, to try to spread your sound out a little bit further, because you do have bands like Bring Me the Horizon that once were doing deathcore, and then their next album was a Linkin Park album. Didn't sound, love that whole freaking album, but it's very genre different, right? And then even after that, they were putting out stuff that was almost pop. So to then come back to the the deathcore and more metalcore style of music. So do you guys feel that challenge, or do you just want to make it all about like, we're going to play what we want to play because it's what feels good to us?
No, again, I think the challenge for us is like, how do we come up with like something that's understandable to our audience? Because if we were left completely to our own devices, it just wouldn't make any sense. Like we would make we would be doing straight up instrumental jazz fusion tracks. We would be doing like Dave Matthews acoustic rock track. Like all of these things, I'm pretty sure there are so many different things I think that all five of us could get really into the weeds with, that just would make people go, what fucking kind of band, what festival is this band supposed to play? And we're like, we're supposed to play Warped Tour. We want to do, I don't know, we want to do chuggy power chord stuff. Like that's where we want to be. So yeah, that's the bigger thing for us. But we're also, Bill Murray was a big inspiration for this band when we were like, okay, he's doing anything that pops into his head. They're not even all musical things. I mean, he's just putting the Taco Bell theme in there, like when he wants to, like
Macho Man clips,
yeah,
like, yeah, a lot of samples in his early stuff. Yeah,
like I don't think we want to be as piss maxing jokes about it, but like that freedom that he has while still having a Sonic identity is definitely something that's really inspiring to us.
But I can absolutely see where you can get some inspiration for like how he kind of challenges his own styles and the things that he puts out. So I love that, dude. I guess it's my turn. My first pick, one of my all-time favorite bands, and I just got to hang out and actually shake hands, hug, and actually have a great conversation with this man. This is Let Live, Renegade 86.
Out here in the sun, there's only 15 minutes to fall. Yet I will stare at the eclipse, just don't believe it so well.
I just love them so much. I love them.
love that band so
They
damn
roll.
much.
So
They roll.
they were just playing at this past Warped Tour, and they played an acoustic set.
Mhm.
They played they played one of the bigger stages. They played the VANS stage, and it was fucking amazing. They got cut off early. So did you, Brian. I meant to talk to you about that, but I'll avenge you, my friend. But
Circle back.
watch the clock. I don't know, but they played an amazing set on the big stage, and then they played Let Live, played an acoustic set. So when I saw that on the schedule, I was like, I can't miss. I had to miss Silverstein and Alexis. It really hurt me to miss some of the bands that I missed, but to be able to go over and see Let Live play an acoustic set was one of the coolest things ever, because there was Jason just hanging out in the crowd with his, just looking like a farmer. Actually, I'm like, well, what's up, dude? And he's like, hey. It's like, we took a picture together and chatted for a minute, and then they were playing, and we were just having conversations back and forth. He's just, Jason loves to give speeches on stage, which is probably why they got cut off early. And he was in the middle of his speech, and was winding down. He's talking about like his love for the scene, and how he wouldn't be here, be able to raise his kids the way he does if it wasn't for the scene and the people around him. And I was like, don't ever fucking leave us again. And like the whole crowd joined in and started saying the same thing, and then started asking like for local musicians that are in the crowd, and he even shouted out my band and everything like that. Like, I was like, I'm in a band. He shouted out my band, and it was like just the coolest moment. But still, those moments with people in bands that I really look up to still mean so much and still hit me so hard. It's funny, I memed myself in some of the pictures that I took with him, because my face is, I'm just kind of like because I'm so thrilled in the moment that's going on. But man, that band, I think, beyond all those cool things that I just said, that just sounds like something that a Warped Tour band should be doing. They put on the most insane show you've ever seen. You think back all the years to the crazy bands. You think of bands like Story of the Year doing backflips and jumping off of shit. You think about, even Van Halen, like putting on some of the craziest shows back in the, the 80s, like Eddie Van Halen splits in the mid-hair. Like,
Dude,
awesome.
I'm so glad I didn't go up after them the one time I played a show with them. I was so glad I was first up. Oh my god. They tore that shit. They tore the whole fucking place down, dude.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
Like, it's funny when you talk to him and you meet him, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you." He's like so
Yes.
warm and soft spoken, and it's sick as hell.
Soft spoken and incredibly well spoken. I'm like, I didn't know I was going to need a thesaurus for this conversation, but here we go. Like,
I remember someone telling me like, "Oh yeah, like whenever I forget who I think I know his the dude David Baki. I don't know if you know him. He's their tour manager or something. Long hair. He's got a red streak in his hair. He's the guy that runs out on stage to fix things when he's breaking
that dude
them.
Works overtime.
It's awesome. He's in a band called Takers Leavers. Everyone should listen to. He is an incredible vocalist. Has a great sing into screaming thing. Anyway, everyone listen to Takers Leavers. I was talking to him about that, and he was like, "Dude, he's like reading a book, right, like up till right when he goes on stage. Like, he's so zen, he's so like intellectual, and then he just lets it all out. He just terrorizes the venue and Baki himself at every show."
Yeah, I'm wondering if they didn't say like, "Hey, dude, stay the fuck off the stage." That's not like climbing the sides of the stage, because all the when we were young festivals, he climbed up to the very top of the stage and finished the set, and they cut off their set at the end, but he was doing the whole thing where he wets the entire floor down with water so he can slide underneath the drum riser, across the stage, and that all got kind of cut off at the end. But like, he always brings
no
out
way
a
he was
trash
sliding under that riser either. That riser was way too low, and I'm just like, oh, he's gonna try this. He's letting his kids throw water on him. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's
Mhm.
gonna try this. It was this. That was the riser.
Anyway, that Let Live, in my opinion, embodies what Warped Tour is, and I just love that they've been involved these last 2 years. They didn't play Warped Tour Long Beach last year, but they played the other Warped Tour stops.
And Fever played Warped Tour Long Beach last year.
Yeah,
So he was still there terrorizing.
he was still there terrorizing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But there's just something about Let Live, man, especially now that you have like your core guitar players back in the band with him. John and Ryan left, the bass player left, so it's just him and Jeffy. So
Skylar Accord is a
is the
menace
bassist.
from Issues, from Issues and many, many, many more. In Bill Murray.
Well, we have a great first round, guys. Fall Out Boy, Gym Class Heroes, Bring Me the Horizon, Let Live. I'm loving this freaking playlist. So, Brian, it's back to you with your second pick.
Okay, so I broke the rules. This band has not played Warped Tour, but I do think they will, because I'll tell you after. This is Goodnight Moon by the band Smush.
You had me at shoegaze.
Saved.
Yeah, dude.
as it was playing, just found it.
This band has been like my little band, which I know is like absolutely gonna end. But I came across them on TikTok. They have this incredible shoegaze cover of "Don't Know Why" by Norah Jones. In like a how is this song not written to be a shoegaze song kind of cover, and it's just the first time I felt something in years from a TikTok video. Immediately became a huge fan. And I show them to everybody that I talk to right now. Not everybody I know likes shoegaze, but I'm making everybody in my life listen to them. I just recently bought their very first shirt they ever bought, and I was standing side stage for Story So Far, and the guy in front of me has this shirt on. And I tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Dude, I almost wore that same shirt. Like, that's awesome that you know them." And he was like, "Oh, I'm their agent," and I was like, "Dude, that's awesome." Book them in Los Angeles. I want to go see them. And he's also Leisure Hours agent who did play the festival. And so I think if they're into it, they're doing more and more stuff. They're getting more and more traction. I think maybe Warped 2027. I could see them absolutely killing it.
Start the petition now.
Yeah, I'm all in just because I love the shoegaze sound. Like, it's just the blood in my veins, I think. So very interested in getting back in.
It calms down the blood in his veins, dude. Wiley's a rage beast, and he needs shoegaze to simmer down.
Unless it's like, heavy shoegaze, then I'm like, let's, throw in some Mood Ring. And
but yeah, that would be.
I hope you're calling it out right now. I hope this is the first place.
Mark it.
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to listen to Creek. Creek has the screamo shoegaze thing going on. But Smush is my actual pick for the thing. Sorry, Creek. I love you, Dan Carlson. Yeah, check him out.
There it is, guys. I'm definitely going to dive into this band because, yes, shoegaze. But
They have a song called Lizzie McGuire.
All right.
I'm in.
All right. Good stuff. Another solid choice. I love it when we get some bands we don't get on. Most of the time, whenever it's like my turn to pick songs, I'm like, Jimmy Eat World, Incubus, Deftones. So I love it when we get some different stuff on here too. So a great pick. Steve, let's move it to you with your second pick.
I had no reason to wait on it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Steve.
Andrew WK. What?
Steve, can we get that without your hands being rubbed into the mic, please?
Brother, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't help it. It's Andrew
I hear
WK.
every skin cell rubbing off of your skin right
Hell
now.
yeah.
Sandpaper.
Brother,
Okay.
hell yeah.
I put sandpaper on my hands. So yeah, my next pick, Andrew WK. This is Party Hard. mean, I got to see Andrew WK on this. I've seen Andrew WK at Ozfest. It may have been two different Andrew WKs. You know, the rumor has it that's not the same Andrew WK. There's probably like 8 of them. They cloned him. I mean, I'm pretty sure the dude could be playing just lullabies and make them just absolutely balls
Bangers.
to the wall songs. Always was a fan of him. You don't hear much about him anymore.
Brian, now back me up. Would it not be fucking awesome if Andrew WK produced or did an album with, to some extent, Drain? Would that not be the most fun album ever put out?
That would work. I can see like how that would be sick as hell.
I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want that. Like, I want that real bad. I need somebody to actually go and like remix it themselves right now. Just put that to a Drain song. Just thinking back to MTV during that time and Fuse and everything. The dude was like, he just owned those channels. Every time he flipped it on, there he was.
Yeah, I think I saw him more so like either on a mic or hosting something or chatting with somebody more than I actually like heard their music. So that might be the only song I know from him.
Mike, you would love it. And I love how every song in the chorus, especially, it's just got that like one key thing going on with the piano, like ding ding ding.
I don't remember if it was Oz. I think it was Ozfest. Some girl, I think it was, had wrote him a note or won a contest or something, but she actually got to go up on stage and play that part.
The key part? Oh, that's
perfect. Right. Yeah. She's like, this is all you got to do. She killed it too. She was really good.
Really great bit.
Steve, I gotta admit, that's one of your best picks ever. I'm gonna call it right now, because that song can't come on and you not be like, I guess I'm gonna drink on a work night. You know, like fuck. Guess I'm gonna get blackout drunk tonight. Shit.
Give me some Four Locos. Let's go.
Your boss, your boss is like, "What's going on? You okay? You look kind of off today." Like, I was listening to Andrew WK last night. Oh, okay.
Walk in with a boombox and just go, "This is why." Boom.
I got the piano next to me. I'm just hitting the key. Awesome ad, man. Loving this playlist, guys. This is already competing with our best ever. So, Mike, time for your second pick, brother. All
right. This next pick, these guys are from Seattle, I believe, and I haven't seen them live, unfortunately, but they've played the Warped Tours. This is The Classic Crime with Abracadabras.
There's more glory to be seen and savored through suffering than ever was through self-serving escape. It seems we're made and designed.
Hell yeah.
It's super catchy to like hit pause on. I'm like, shit, I guess I should hit pause now. Love these guys. Great band. They put out solid work. They're still releasing music and putting out albums. I wish they were bigger. They're fantastic.
The Albatross is top 20 album for me.
Really?
Nice. We toured with them and when they played the Albatross.
Shit.
When they did the reunion. Yeah.
Last fall. It was just I think that the band is still together, but it was just Matt and it was with Emery and he was Emery was his backing band.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that Emery keeps doing that. They did that with the Olmos too. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. They also As Cities Burn was also on, and other members of Emery were the backing band for that. So I think that they obviously rip their instruments, and I think that they're just down to play. And definitely like the whole time that it was The Classic Crime and As Cities Burn and Emery, they were just inseparable. Like they were clearly old friends. So I think they were just all having a blast.
The man, what's it? The Coldest Heart. That was on my MySpace profile in 2006. I just want to say, like their song, The Classic Crime. They were so big on MySpace. Do you guys remember? Is that how you guys?
I mean, that's probably how I heard of them. Was probably MySpace.
I just remember constantly being hit in the face with Classic Crime stuff and A Static Lullaby. In both bands, I absolutely still love to this day. But like, that was just MySpace everywhere. You know, you had the Forbidden Girl, right? Whatever that was like everywhere. But then you had like Classic Crime.
Yeah.
Brian, what was your favorite MySpace profile song?
Oh man, I mean, I joined MySpace in 2006, hidden from my parents. So what did I have in my MySpace profile? I mean, I was like 11.
I'm
Man,
old.
what did I have on my profile? It's probably a Green Day song, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was probably something off American Idiot. Because that's what I
Hell
was.
yeah.
That's where I
Great
was.
choice. Great choice.
Steve, what about you? I remember what your most used ones were, but from your
I
mouth.
can barely remember what I did yesterday, let alone what MySpace songs were on my page. I'm sure Avenged Sevenfold was on there at some point.
Yeah, I remember that you had oh my god, story of the year, The Antidote. You had that on your page for the longest time that I can ever remember.
Probably
Like,
a good choice. Yeah.
Always The Antidote. Mine was Destroy the Map from 36 Crazy Fist. That was my go-to. Like anytime I was in a mood, I was like that. Or is brand new Okay, I Believe You, but my Tommy Gun don't. It was always one of those two.
Such a great song title too.
Mike, what about you?
I probably had like Dashboard or From First to Last going.
Sorry, Brian. I'm really old.
No, I mean, MySpace. I remember looking at MySpace, looking up bands, and their MySpace would come up, and I was so young that I was like, "The fuck is MySpace? Like, I'm not clicking on that. Like, that doesn't seem related to music at all." And I'm like 10 or something like that. And then in 2006, realizing like, oh, okay, I understand what MySpace is now. Like, I'm gonna go against my parents and get one of these. But then, real quick, people were talking about this new website called Facebook.
Yeah,
which
like
I thought
next
wasn't.
year.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't as good as MySpace, but apparently they've
Can
said,
HTML your profile.
Yeah.
It's like you can't HTML your profile. You can't add a song. This is bullshit. But still, somehow it won. I still will never understand how we all gave up MySpace. That was.
Yeah, I think that they had a couple. I think they had a couple good features or something. But man, yeah, don't you miss having a little place? Don't you miss having your own space?
Yeah.
Yes.
I miss Pure Volume too. Did you guys ever do Pure Volume? Did you ever like go look at bands?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that.
A little bit.
They were the first one that would actually give you like your own URL. So it'd be like, this is before MySpace would even let you do your own URL. So it was like purevolume.com/your band name, so you could actually do that shit on Pure Volume, which was amazing for anybody in 2004 through 2008, like that was groundbreaking. You mean my band name can be in the URL?
Yeah.
And I don't have to go to GoDaddy.com or whatever at the time.
Build you a GeoCities website.
I feel like there's so much energetic, like it's not just nostalgia, but like people talking about like the need in their life that a website like that fulfilled with having, being able to do the HTML stuff, being able to do the song, like really being able to not just put up a profile, have the Instagram page, have your profile picture and bio, but like having this site that looks completely different from someone else's site. Like, I can't believe someone's not filling that space or bringing that back.
Yeah, it's so wild to me because MySpace, like we wouldn't have guys. Let's face it, we all love this emo uprising that's been happening now for a decade, which is wild. That's been happening so long, but like we wouldn't have had all this if it wasn't for MySpace. We would have never had emo hit as hard as it did, and screamo and metalcore, right? Like everything that came out of that, Taste of Chaos generation, whatever you want to call it. We would have never had all of this nostalgia that we have right now if it wasn't for MySpace. I don't think we would have had the place to come together with our uniqueness, right? Some kids could color their hair when they were 14 years old. A lot of kids couldn't, but you can get on your MySpace profile and make that look however the hell you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I just found my old MySpace account.
What? Mine is vanished.
Yeah, mine.
Sorry to derail. That's what I was Googling. I was so curious. But this is my page. It's all empty. I have my top 8. Yeah. It's Story of the Year.
Wow.
Enter Shikari. He is Legend.
Nice.
Classic Crime. Fuck yeah, dude. Who's underneath? It doesn't work. Wait, there we go. Greek Fire.
Nice.
Coheed and Cambria. 4 Year Strong. Mainly in the Sons of Disaster.
Makes perfect sense for you. You are still 2006.
Oh shit, dude! I still listen to all of those.
That's where we got it from, guys. Like that, and then into Fuse and everything. Like that's, dude, so sick, so sick. Obviously, Warped Tour played a massive part in it all, but like, God, let's bring it back. What do you guys say? Let's all just throw in the money and like create our own MySpace.
Come on. I think it's gonna work. People really want those places for themselves.
I know a mock site came out that's like exactly like the original MySpace, and I can't remember what it's called, but they even came out with an app and everything. You could download it and do all the HTML stuff, but I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head right now. But I got in there and recreated my profile, I don't know, like 2 years ago or something, but it just didn't catch on. Space Place or something like that. Space something.
There's Space Hay and there's
Space
no
Hay.
Place.
It's Space Hay.
Yeah,
That's
Space
the
Hay.
one.
A space for friends.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look at this. I might be doing this too. I might be doing this too, dude. This is awesome. And you should do it too. Let's go. Let's bring it back.
Yeah. It's spacehey.com.
Spacehey.com.
There it is.
HEY, Space Hay.
I think I've already got my page created. I just don't remember what
Oh
my
my
password
God.
is.
Dude, I'm looking at the pages and the moving stickers popping up in front of everything. Oh,
Have to do the forgot my password. But if anybody out there is interested, you can go to Spacehey. That's SPACEHEY.com. And it's literally 2006 MySpace. You can do all the stuff that you did on your MySpace. Like it looks, Mike, do you have it brought up yet, Mike? Show an
Yeah, I
example
got it.
for our YouTubers.
dude, just browse some profiles. If you go to browsing, just go to someone's profile and you'll be like, holy shit. Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure. Look at the mouse.
Dude, that's fire.
Yeah.
Dude,
Right?
this rules.
I'm in. I'm making.
Fuck.
We should make a playlist one, dude. We got to make a playlist.
Yes.
Spacehey.com/playlist.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Let's just
Oh my
delete
God.
all of our other socials and only
And just use this.
Only be on
Everything
Space Hay.
else gone.
Dude, fuck Patreon. Fuck everything else. Let's just do this, dude.
Let's get back to physical media and MySpace.
This mouse is so.
The mouse is what made me go, holy shit. I forgot about this part.
I clicked on the one that said Endless Void, and it's got like all digitized, and it's so badass. It's got me. Oh, and they have a Windows Media Player pop up, like the old school Windows Media Player pops up.
This browsing this makes me feel like I'm browsing the internet, like in a way I haven't in a very long time.
This person's page has music playing automatically, and it's very loud. But I haven't muted for you guys.
No, I'm glad I didn't have my microphone on because I just clicked on one and it started playing a song and it scared the shit out of me. So that's a thing.
So awesome. Well, hey, thanks, Classic Crime. You put us down a fun little path, and we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff with our our Space Hay MySpace profiles.
Let's go, dude.
Can't believe I found my MySpace page.
How about my pick? I go ahead and bring up another band that was the MySpace days were definitely their heyday. This is Alexis on Fire. Alex is on fire if you're nasty. With To a Friend. I think Alexis on Fire played 5 times. This year was their 5th time, I think, or maybe 6th time. But definitely a Warped Tour band, in my opinion. And especially like that Crisis album, it just screams.
Love that album.
Yeah,
Love that album.
It screams Canadian summertime. Was that like winter for us? I don't know. Like
Canadian summertime would be like what? It's just barely a little warm from July to August. If it's anything like my temps, yeah, it's like July, August, and that's it.
yeah, Mike basically lives in Canada. He's like north of Seattle, the far north. It's not as funny as the
Dude,
deep south.
what a great band. I never like super got into Alexis on Fire, but I've seen them a bunch of times. The whole rest of my band absolutely loves Alexis on Fire.
Dallas
just one of-
Green is one of the greatest singers that has ever lived. With all, and then City and Color too. Like his other band. It's just,
Mhm.
the most beautiful voice, and he's so poetic. And the dude's got a serious fucking case of the handsomes. Can we all agree here?
He's aged very well.
Silver Fox. Damn, I'm pretty excited that we're only through through 2 rounds and we still have 1 round to go.
This so far,
Yeah,
yeah, this
leave it-
playlist
leave it-
screams like summer vibes, Warped Tour. Let's go outside and scream and dance to this stuff.
Ryan,
Hell
you're
yeah.
gonna get the trophy for the
Well, yeah,
best,
this next one's definitely gonna keep that going, dude. This is Who's Having Fun by Drain.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. Sometimes I feel like I just wanna run away from everyone.
Pantera.
So great.
Surfer Pantera.
God, they're so good, dude. It's disgusting.
They're the new best band. The Warped Tour set. I've seen them before, and already knew like what was up, and that they were this like golden, unique blend of vibes that just makes you want to get off your feet. The Warped set again, we watched from the media pit, which was such a crazy place to watch, and it was just moving, dude. It was just there's this part where he did this multiple times where he took the mic. They're playing on not the main stage, but the second biggest one. So they're still playing for like 30,000 people or something. And he's got a wired mic, and he takes it and he just chucks it into the audience. So who knows who has the microphone to these massive speakers, and then he just gets in the he just crowd surfs away. And I saw that happen, and I saw people passing the mic to each other, like they'd scream a line and they'd pass the mic to the next person, and I was like, that's so crazy. Like, that seems like something you'd put in a movie and it'd be cheesy and corny. Like, that wouldn't, come on, dude. That's not how the real world works. But like, that's what Green's crowd was really doing. And it was so great. And I want to say they closed with this song. So they did all of their, surfer hardcore stuff. And then they end with this song, and he's kind of screaming it. And I think he did a whole bit of Who's Having Fun. And it was just it was very lasting, man. I mean, I might as well have gotten it tattooed on me the way that it left such a lasting feeling.
But the thing is, like, they are kind of like this, it's very Pantera in a lot of their music, right? Like,
Sure.
And then they have their own Santa Cruz kind of vibe. That's why I say Surfer Pantera. But like, they're just so fun. Like, everything about their live set, I've seen them 3 times live now, and I'm just like, this is it. Like, this is the most fun thing that I'm gonna be able to watch it. I love all my favorite bands, and I always have fun, but like, when that band gets on stage, he's in the crowd, he is amping people up, doing everything he can just to make sure that everybody around him, I know that we just listened to a song about fun, but like, to have fun, dude, it's so good. And I love all of their squealies and all their pinch harmonics. We talked about that in a recent episode with another band, but like, they just fit them everywhere they possibly can. I love going on like a Where's Waldo of squealies, of pinch harmonics. It's like, ooh, found one. Ooh, another one.
Their guitarist is having fun, dude. He's having a blast.
Every time there's like a space in between, like, a note, he's just like, I can fit one. Do. Like, cool.
Yeah, their set that they did that I watched on Amazon. I was like, I'd heard Wiley talk about him before, but I'd never listened to him. And I remember just literally, they were the one band that I was just, this just looks like a party, like a good time, like a band that literally is just out there to have everybody else have a good time too, not just them by themselves. It was just like, come on, everybody, come on, let's go. We're gonna have a good time.
Mike's showing a video
Look
right
at
now
that.
of them playing live.
Yeah, man, they're killing it.
And they really are blowing up right now. The last year, man, they've been doing so much good shit. He's kind of intimidating, like, if you just see him, the singer.
Yeah.
But then it's just like the most connected.
I tapped him on the shoulder to say, after their set at the end of that night, I was walking by him, I tapped him on the shoulder, and I was like, hey man, I just gotta let you know that I teared up during your set. And he was like, oh man, me too, dude, it was so beautiful. He's got no voice left, dude.
That is awesome.
The firmest handshake of all time. Like, he's rad.
What a awesome pick. Yeah, this fucking playlist, I'm gonna say, guys, this playlist is certified banger, and we still have 3 more picks to go. So certified banger, put it on the board. We also haven't said allegedly enough today, so maybe we can make that happen in the last half of this bad boy, especially with Steve about ready to add his 3rd and final pick.
All right, this is Mariah Carey. No. So no, this is another 2008 memory of mine. This is Paramore with My Heart. And like the whole lead up to that part, going into pretty much the end of the song, where she just sings the My Heart, it beats for only you. And I don't know which member of Paramore is in the background screaming, but it's just like that's not what I expected from Paramore. Hearing the other songs, and it was just like I remember hearing that album and being like, "This band's gonna go places. Like this band is great." It was the second time that I got to see them at Warped Tour, where I mean that was capitalized, and that was when it was about an hour before their set even started, and you walked around the corner to where that stage was, and that's as far as you got because you weren't coming anywhere near that stage because everybody that was at Warped Tour that day was there to see Paramore, and that solidified it right there. I was like, there we go. That's the sign, and they blew up, did what they did, and now Haley's out there doing her thing and being awesome.
I saw her for the first time. I saw Paramore for the first time at When We Were Young, the year that they headlined, and I mean, I knew that she was a good singer, but I was like blown away with her like vocal showmanship, musicality, the intersection of those things. Like nobody's doing that. Nobody's singing this good in a showman way like this with so much freedom and so much skill and so much artistry. And she just continues to kill it.
And it's like, like Wiley said with Dallas, like I would put her, she's on a tier up there. Like it's one thing to hear Paramore or just Haley by herself sing, but seeing live videos or seeing them live is a whole nother monster.
Would you say it's some kind of monster? I'm just throw back to another recent episode.
All right. So that's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Our buddy Brian Robert Jones is the guitar player for her solo record or for her tour right now. He played guitar in Paramore live for the last record, and he played bass on the last record too. Nice. So he's been gone in, and he has the in case you're wondering, he has the best things to say about her. Says that she is fantastic to work with, great artist, great person to be around.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, the real deal.
Every single person that says anything only has good things to say about her. So I really appreciate that, because there was definitely, we had to watch her grow up, right? Like that's a weird thing about starting off in a band when you're young and coming up. People literally watch you grow up. They're going to see every mistake, and that's an opportunity for those mistakes to be blown out of proportion, or like a mistake that you made, people try to hold it against you the rest of your life. I think she's done such an amazing job of saying, here's the things that I ran into, here's what I did to become a better person, here's how you can do that too. And I just think that's so cool.
I mean, think about it. What were you doing at 15?
Fucking around, being an idiot, jumping into bushes at Steak and Shake.
Also,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, obviously Haley deserves like all the flowers, but Brian is really a bassist coming up. He's a guitar player for Haley, but he's really bassist coming up, and he's played with a lot of great people. And he said he was like, dude, Zach Farrow, drummer of Paramore, is like the best drummer he's ever played with. And I was like, dang, you wouldn't necessarily expect that from a band like that starts as kids. Like it didn't, he didn't go to session. He's not a session player or something like that. It's not like he's Josh Freese, like, playing around different bands and whatnot. Like he's just an artist. But another guy that I know is just like the top musical talent.
And Aaron from Under Oath has said the same thing. He said that when he had to learn their music, and like he had to learn it in a week, and he's like, you want me to learn this stuff in a week? Like, and he had to just get it down and try to get it good enough to go play live. And he said it was very complicated. It's just wild. And I was going to say, All We Know Is Falling is such a wonderful album. And I went backwards. I didn't hear that first. Obviously, maybe not obviously, but I heard Riot first and then went backwards and back up. But one of my favorite drum performances on any song ever is off of that All We Know Is Falling, and it's Conspiracy. That verse, that little snare roll thing that they do, like
he's got to be like 17, right? Like,
yeah, actually I think she was older than him back then, right? Like she was 15 and he was 13 or something like that.
That's so fucking crazy, dude.
And it's just wild that, and I'm glad that, he's got brought back to the band, is still such a big piece of the band, because dude, that guy is an incredible writer, an amazing drummer. But did you guys hear the Sleep Theory version of that song?
No.
Sleep Theory did a cover of My Heart. They just put out a little cover EP.
Oh, I don't think I listened to it, but I did see like a clip of it.
And it's really good.
Maybe a 10-second clip.
It's really good. It's worth your time if you guys want to check it out. But that it's Emotional Support Care Package. ESCP. That's the EP. And they do NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. They do My Heart, and then they do Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer.
This is what I need, please. Sing us a song and we'll sing it back to you.
Damn.
We could sing
I'd give my leg to sing like this.
I think that's actually the guitarist singing right now. That's not even their lead singer.
I am nothing now, and it's been so long.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
That's a band
so good.
that I don't think gets talked about very often. I think they're pretty good. I like them.
I think the labels kind of wore people out on them because they released like 6 or 7 singles before the album came out.
Yeah.
And by the time the album came out, people were like, "Yeah, okay, thanks for
we heard
3 more tracks." Thanks for 3 more tracks, and then they're already working on another album, which is awesome, and I'm sure that's going to blow up as well. But they got massive over their first couple singles, but then they just kept pumping out singles instead of releasing anything. And I think people just kind of moved on a little bit, not entirely. But
it's a tough balance, man. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we put out 8 singles before Burnout, so I think when Burnout came out, I think there were 4 songs left. Maybe we put out 7 singles. I can't remember.
Were you releasing them as like this is going to be on our next album, or were they actually just singles? Because I remember you guys were doing a couple of those at least that were just singles until it started.
We did a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them were like singles that we didn't know we were gonna do with the album, and we knew we'd wrap it up later. I don't remember when we said that there's an album coming out, but I think it was a while. I think it might have been like single 5 or 6. So I'm pretty, we were all definitely pretty worried that like, at that point, one of the songs was like 2 years old by the time the album came out. I was like, we never really got any flack for it specifically. So I appreciate that from our listeners, but yeah, it's a tough balance for bands because the lure of singles is real. And the risk of albums is very real too, blowing your chances and then being out of material. So I totally relate to that balance.
I like the slow release model, but I like it to like 3 to 4 songs. Then go ahead and give me the album. Like this is me as a consumer, not like not as anybody that.
I think that's what most people. I mean, that's what I think too. I think that's what most people enjoy. I think it's fun to get a full album and experience things backward, that way. But
yeah, and I like it when they release the singles like max 2 months apart. Right, like whenever they go on the single release thing, like max 2 months. But sometimes they'll release like 5 singles, and there's like 5 months in between each single. It's like, man, like I feel like we're missing some opportunities here. But I do love how this new format has inspired bands to make more videos for more songs on the record, even if that's just visualizer type stuff. A lot of these visualizers are getting really creative and actually just seem like videos, like an actual music video, which I really do like that because I do like, kicking on the YouTube, having a couple brewskis with my bros and just flipping through, YouTube videos. So I like that from that perspective. Damn, Mike, your final pick.
All right. For my last pick, these guys haven't played Warped Tour yet, but they're going to play Warped Tour this year in DC and Florida. This is Super Sometimes Afterthought.
Kids are gonna be all right, guys. The kids might.
I'm here for that.
That's what I said the first time I saw that video, and I've been obsessed with them for like the last month plus. I think they're great. It rules. It's
yeah, dude,
it's amazing.
We played a couple shows with them when they were their old band name New Aesthetic before they got signed.
Shit, nice.
We all opened for Hawthorne Heights together for like 5 shows in Southern California, and dude, I remember the drummer was straight up doing his math homework in the green room.
He looks really young. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
they look really fucking young.
He was straight up had high school the next day. Like, he's opening for Hawthorne Heights and then has to go to high school the next day. I remember like Ivan was like explaining some sort of math. Ivan's a math whiz. Was like telling him about math stuff. And then we go to watch, like, okay, let's see how these kids are. And they're so good live. He's such a good drummer. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they to me scream Southern California pop punk, and I love it. It's like homesick nostalgia vibes. Just I'm from Southern California, grew up there, moved a couple years ago up north of Seattle, but uh, this gives me faith in that the genre is going to be cool, genre's going to be fine, and people are replicating that sound and going to carry the torch, so to speak.
I thought he was playing a Jim Adkins telly for a second there, but it's not. I was
He's
listening
playing
to guitar.
With the black one or the red one?
The red one.
He's playing a Baldwin. He's playing what we play.
Was it? Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was I thought that was a Fender.
Yeah, he's playing the Baldwin. Oh, I forget what it's called. It's on the Bearcat. It is the Bearcat, maybe. Their offset model. It's the same one that my guitarist Zach plays. But yeah, shout out Baldwin. Getting in with the new the new scene.
I do love that there are so many kids starting fucking punk bands and emo bands and hardcore bands again. Like, we need that. We need that.
Yeah, the screamo scene is like strangely so alive right now. Like, there's so many like tiny screamo bands that are like 18 years old.
It's like,
holy
give
shit!
me more of this, kids. Like, let's go. Like,
yeah, dude.
We need you angry and writing music or something. We don't like.
Get it
Especially
out.
with the world as fucked up as it is right now, there's plenty of things to write about. Like, let's go. Nobody wants to listen to my 42-year-old ass write songs about heartbreak. So, like, come on, kids, give us some new shit. That's a solid one, Mike. I don't think I've listened to them unless you've passed them to me and I threw them on before.
Yeah, I threw a link into the group chat and I held a gun up to the camera lens and I said, if you don't listen to them, it's over. But I guess you missed that one.
Bye, everyone.
We'll talk later, Wiley.
Oh, God, I'm in trouble.
No, they're fantastic. They rip.
Yeah, I'm gonna deep dive into them as well, and I love that we've got some bands that aren't super known on here. This is great, guys. This is a
they're gonna blow up.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna get way bigger.
Time for my final pick, and I don't know, guys.
Mariah Carey?
No, it is not. And I really want this to keep going on. I love this playlist so much, but this is the final pick. All right, for my last pick, it seems like I like to pick bands that get cut off at the end of their sets at Warped Tour. My bad, everyone. This is Sleeping with Sirens. If you can't hang.
I don't wanna take your precious time, 'cause you're such a pretty face, but you turn into a pretty big waste of my time. I don't wanna take up all your time, 'cause you're such a pretty face, but you turn into a pretty big waste of my time. You're the lowest time. You're the low.
I went with some people that didn't know that band. And as they were like, that's a guy singing? I'm like, yeah, flawlessly. My friend Alan was just like, I don't understand how that guy can play a 30-minute set. Like, dude, I've watched him play an hour before, and Kellen doesn't crack. Dude has the pipes, and it is so impressive that he's able to do that. But they absolutely crushed at Warped Tour, but they were another band that fell victim to being cut off early during their last song, so like everybody's all hyped up and they get cut. Just a Warped Tour band, right? Like 6 or 7 Warped Tours that they've played, including this year. So good.
Yeah, he's got it.
I don't think I've ever given them a shot, given them a chance. That might be the first song I've listened to from them.
Oh,
maybe.
Really? You?
Yeah.
Well, you're into that Coheed range, man. So
this is true.
Kellen's got that vocal range, man, and all the songs rock. And what's really funny is, like, we just had this pop up the other day. We had Joe Balaguer from Balaguer Guitars on the pod earlier this year. I'm a big Balaguer guitar guy myself, and we asked him, like, what's the strangest request a band has ever asked you to, like, make for them on their guitar? And he's like, Tony Pizzuti from Sleeping with Sirens. Now, from Sleeping with Sirens, he wanted one that was a Buffalo Bills guitar. And then fast forward to just the other day, he got one. It happened. And I was like,
he got his guitar, yeah.
We get a little credit, right?
That's awesome, man.
But Tony got his Buffalo Bills Balaguer guitar, and it fucking looks dope. If you follow him on Instagram, check it out, dude. It's sick guitar. But I love that band. We want to get Tony on the show too. We got to get him on because we've talked about him so damn many times. We did in fact make a playlist. Did we?
Hell yeah.
Take it back. We're not done. We're not done because we need the finishing touch. We need that last fucking banger to slap on the end of this bad boy. And Brian, that's where you come in. Let's throw some good terms on here. What song would you like from Good Terms added to this banger of a playlist?
Fucking hard call, dog.
Final answer?
Not a hard call. Hard call, brother. That's right.
Yeah, done.
But I'm having second thoughts of everything now. Oh, this has been a dream. Now I'm losing sleep. Wasn't meant to be. Oh, I'm not ready. I think it's time to make a hard call to call it off. I'll stay steady. I think it's time to make a hard call. The hard call to call it off.
Fucking sick.
Fucking love your breakdowns, dude. I fucking love them so much.
Same, brother.
He's like, I know,
baby.
God damn, dude.
Damn.
God damn.
Your choruses keep getting fucking catchier and catchier. Your breakdowns keep getting breakdownier.
Double it down. That's what I was saying, man.
Love
All
it.
of favorite things.
I love it so much, dude. It's so fucking good. But now we've added that to this badass banger of a playlist. Just a reminder to everybody else, you can click the show notes and listen to this playlist, share it with your friends, and enjoy. We've learned a lot about you throughout the course of this episode so far, Brian. But this is where we're going to jump into some questions. We asked some fans some questions, and then we have some quick fire questions of our own. Are you good with that?
Let's do it.
All right, man. So, question from one of our longtime good friends,
Long time.
Mr. Kyle, aka Oat Pocket. He is a big
Love
fan
it.
of you guys. He's actually in our Discord we have a album of the year bracket thing every year, and that was what he submitted for his album of the year, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And I just remember that coming back to that, I'm like, man, we got to ask Kyle what he thinks. So Kyle would love to know, because he is a huge fan, how long did it take to record the solo in the song Mirror Mirror?
Hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, I want to say, I don't know if it took 8 hours, but I think it took more than 4. Zach is a very detail-oriented producer, and we, Ivan and I have been chipping away at him, being like, not everything should be, quantized. Not everything should be perfect. Some things should actually be a little rough around it, But even with all of that, and he's done he really, really met us in the middle. But even with that, with a 2.5 minute guitar solo that goes through 3 or 4 different tones, and does all these different techniques and whatnot. I mean, there was just no way. And as a singer who thinks that like I'm not necessarily going to get a ton of guitar solos in the band, even though I have one on hard call, it was my magnum opus. It was my only solo on that record, and it's not on a single. I didn't think it's probably one of the least listened to songs on the record, but I was like, okay, well, we're gonna make this perfect. So yeah, it was long. It took a long time, but I am stoked about it. I mean, when you listen to the solo, I think it sounds good. I really need to put up a live take of that so people know that
Dude, that would be sick. Yeah,
I can't actually play that solo. But
this is for you, Oat Pocket.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Kyle would
him
watch that 100
bringing that
times.
Yeah, I appreciate him asking that.
He had a sub question, so maybe you could do it. Maybe he'll play it with you, because Kyle is also a fucking insane guitar player. But he also wanted to ask if you'd be down to play Halo with him.
Yes.
There we go.
No hesitation.
Yeah,
He's a huge Halo guy.
Yeah, I mean they just released the new CE remake. So obviously I don't think multiplayer is part of that, but I think co-op might be. I definitely want to be playing that with people, but I definitely want to get back on MCC and play with people. If people want to get on Halo 5 multiplayer, that would really make my day. Halo 5 multiplayer is the peak.
Steven will probably play.
He's getting something. He's getting something.
He's got to go to his nerd wall real quick.
You might have just excited him a little bit.
The nerd wall is a compliment, not an insult, by the way.
Let's see.
His nerd wall is fucking awesome.
So I went through a bunch of stuff the other day, and I found Halo Reach.
Oh wow,
I found Halo 3,
very nice.
Halo 4, the Combat Evolved,
Wow.
Master Chief Collection, Halo 5.
Wow, brother. Oh,
And
So you
the
get-
book that came out when 4 came out, I think it was, because I bought the 360, the clear blue 360.
hell
And
yeah.
this book has like maps and
Bro, he's
stuff.
Cortana out of his mind, bro.
I've been wanting to get back into it. I need to.
I think the CE remake is gonna energize.
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
I gotta buy that actually. Like when we get off here, I'm gonna go buy that.
Well,
You reminded me.
you certainly made Kyle's day, and then inadvertently made Steve's day. So hell yeah, Halo party. I don't know how to play the video games, but
LAN party, baby.
I'll rock the aux cable for y'all. I got this. Like
There we go.
I got the music.
Yeah,
on.
dude.
Yeah.
Check out the collection. Just let me know.
It's gonna start with the
Let's go.
Breaking Benjamin song from Halo, though. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Dude, so I kind of referenced this a minute ago, but you guys have sick breakdowns. I fucking love every breakdown so much.
Hell yeah.
I talked to a lot of different bands about how they go about writing breakdowns. And, there's been the joke stuff we've been seeing a lot on the internet the last few years, like, oh, a ping pong ball, drop it and just match that pattern. Or like, I love the birds thing that's been going on lately, like the guys doing the matching the birds. And, like I played in a band with a guy that would, the bottom of like a glass bottle soda, he would scrape a quarter around that because there's just different ridges on the bottom of all those, and it would make a different pattern sound. You're like, how do you guys write your breakdowns?
I mean, you gotta have Zach Boucher on this podcast because what I do literally with our song "All In," we literally it was one of the first songs we wrote in the room together, like fully in the room together, and we got to this part where we're like, okay, we're gonna have a breakdown here, and what we're gonna do is Zach, you're gonna write that breakdown at home, and let's just pick up at the section after that breakdown. And literally like our demo from that day, there's just like 16 bars of silence, and then it just kicks back in. So Zach is our breakdown machine. Nowadays I write like a here's kind of what I think some language the breakdown should use. I did that for Hard Call. I had this thing that was like and it has this whole thing, but he really transformed it into, I think with Hard Call, actually all three of us in the room, we kind of collaborate on it. A lot of times I'm just kind of being like something like this and you got it. Yeah, I every time I like to write breakdowns, but every time I write them, I'm just like, I think Zach would do a better job. And I mean, so far he's been right, I mean, it's still collaborative. Like we do get in the room together. We make edits, we have notes and stuff, but like a lot of it is from the creative mind of Zach Boucher.
Send him my love.
Will do, brother. I'll pass it along. I'm used to it. I send him my love too, man.
Everybody, before I move to the next question, go see these guys live. Just go. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna have a fucking blast. So 2 more questions for you. If you could, what's your dream band to go on tour with?
Oh, man, there's so many different reasons to want to go on tour with somebody. I've had the same dream lineup for a while. I answered this question on a podcast in like probably 2020 or 2021, and I've never topped it. My dream bill is all of this in a 500 capacity club, no barricade.
Yes.
My dream bill is okay. Good terms, 1st to 4, cool, right? Sick. My job's over. The second band is Story So Far, best band in the world. I got to find a way to include Drain on this now, but we're not going to worry about that. The next band is Fall Out Boy. Obviously, Patrick Stump. He's so amazing. What an incredible group of songs. And then the headliner at the 500 capacity club is AC/DC.
Hell yes. Yes, dude.
It's just
Fucking how electrifying would that be, dude?
Steve,
I
you got
fucking
your
love
meme.
I love AC/DC.
Yep, there we go.
I loved AC/DC when I was a kid. I went through a period where I was like, AC/DC, like what the fuck what the hell? And then I went through a period where I was like, no, wait a minute, this is it. This is perfect. This perfect art. Love AC/DC.
I love that we're a couple pods in a row now of like AC/DC love. This is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Glad to hear that we're all out here, man.
Y'all, yeah, dude, for sure. Dude, I think that would be a sick concert as well, and I would be there. Give me like I just want to open for like Don Broco and Deftones. Like just let me
Sure.
open for Don Broco, maybe throw Bill Murray on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And Deftones. Like just give me that. Or hear me out. I just open up acoustic for Goo Goo Dolls.
Woo!
Just let
Good.
me do that.
I mean, yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Oh, man. All right. Last question, I promise.
Mhm.
I sampled around some podcasts that you've been on, and I heard, one where you're talking about the Van Halen cover and,
Mhm.
talking about Jump. And you were asked if you were Van Halen or Van Hagar, and you said, I'm all Van Halen. And you were kind of like, I don't really listen to the Van Hagar stuff. I have a question. Why do you hate me, Brian?
Because
Seriously, hang on. Serious. Brian, why? Straight from the heart. Tell me why. Can't this be love?
Don't. Damn it. There it went.
Because are you fucking serious?
Can someone
It's just
fucking
really,
boo,
like-
fucking boo this guy?
But I mean, it's not AC/DC. Talk about a band where the second singer, even if you don't like him, you gotta appreciate what he did for the. And I love Brian Johnson, but I mean, come on, brother, come on, dude. It's not even about.
Van
It's,
Hagar.
it's not even about Sammy Hagar necessarily. It's just it was just different. It's just different, dude.
No.
I don't know.
No, dude. Hagar was better at writing hooks, is what I like to say. He was a way better chorus writer, hook writer. Roth was way better fucking performer, like one of the greatest frontmen and performers in the history of mankind. So there is no hate towards David Lee Roth at all. I think some people forget about just some of the pure fucking bangers that band put out with Hagar singing. So I get it though. I get it.
Sorry. All right.
No, when I was writing that question, I was like, "Oh yeah, I actually have to quote a Hagar song once we like."
No, that was a good call.
As soon as you started going into it, I'm like, he's going to do it. Yep, there it is. There it is, kids.
And I did it. I had to. But so the last question, well, not even really a question. This is where I open it up to you. What's coming? What's coming down the road for Good Terms? New album, more touring. Give us the rundown. What do you guys got working?
We're about to hit the road on the second leg of our first headline experience. 2 Highway 2 Hell Yeah Brother tour. We're going all the way up the West Coast, coming down through the Rockies, going down to Texas, come back to LA. Basically, a lot of the places that we didn't hit on the first leg, the Highway to Hell Yeah Brother tour. So two Highway 2 Hell Yeah Brother. We got Stateside opening the whole tour with us, which is great. We got a bunch of great bands from all the different cities playing with us. I'm really looking forward to doing it. And especially coming off, we've done the headline tour, we've done Warped Tour, Hard Call is out now. I feel like we are in we're feeling really good, like musically, performance wise, artistically. I'm looking forward to that. So we got that. We're doing Warped Tour Orlando in November. We're doing Shipwrecked, featuring Papa Roach in January. We have a bunch of new music we're working on. I don't know what the plans are for it, but I know that there is a bunch of it. There you go, brother. Those are all of our dates. Look at them.
Ooh, look at that. The 22nd, Seattle at Baba Yaga.
Ooh.
This episode comes out on the 21st, so I might be
Yeah.
hanging out with you the next day.
Okay, yeah. We'll have just played Sacramento, which I'm sure is going to go great. Shout out everybody at the show, the other night. Yeah, dude, come out to Seattle, dude. Hit. I have you on email. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we got Hannah Duckworth and we got Milk Crate on that show. And Stateside, of course. So,
Dude,
don't you
well,
ever forget.
we put together a fucking awesome playlist. We got to know you a lot more. We just want to seriously say thank you so much for joining us on this because
Yes, thank you very much.
we
Yeah,
definitely want to help spread the word about bands and make sure that people know about some of the up and coming bands and the things that are going on. We want to be as loud advocate as we possibly can. So whenever you guys just hop on, you actually help empower us to be able to do that more and better and more effectively. So Brian, from the bottom of my heart, bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us here on the Playlatest podcast. Before we end this bad boy, where can everybody find you guys?
Fucking everywhere, dog.
Hell yeah.
Fucking everywhere. I do the social media stuff. You know how many apps? You know what my screen time looks like? We're everywhere.
All the apps.
Instagram and TikTok are probably the most Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube are definitely the most frequented. Spotify, but all of Amazon, Apple, wherever you listen to music. And you know what, dude? Maybe look for us on Space A.
Hell yeah,
look for us on
dude.
SpaceA.com.
Space
And we'll add you to our
SpaceA.com/good terms.
good terms. Good terms 1.
Put good terms in your top 8.
Good terms _ period -1.
Or good terms with like the E is a 3 or something.
Yeah, actually, that's or
Little
just
X,
leave
big
out
X
the E,
_ good terms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for us all to be friends on Space A. We're gonna do this.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude, hell of an episode. Mike, where can they find you, brother?
They can find me on the socials at Mike Ortiz, MyKORTIZ, or with my art stuff at Canvas Monsters.
Hell yeah, get yourself a monster sticker from my boy Mike. Yeah, boy. Steve, where can they find you?
Well, I just followed good terms on everything, so there we go. There's that. I am at the Steve-O, mostly Threads and Instagram.
There you go. And then I'm Wiley McFly and all your stuff. And of course, we're Playletist. You can also go to playletist.com. You can listen to all of our episodes, all of the playlists that we've made with all of our incredible guests. And you can also, submit some fan mail or something to Steve and his beard. It'll be fun.
Join the Discord and yell at Wiley or something.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fun.
And coming soon, spacehey.com/playletist.
1.
Outside of that, man, another fantastic guest, another fantastic episode, and what a playlist we put together. Brian, thank you so much for joining us here on the Playlist Podcast. Everybody else, we will see you next time. We love you.
Musical outro, jump.
And I know, baby, just how you feel. You gotta roll with the punches to get to what's real. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Oh, might as well jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead, jump. Oh, hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been? You say you don't know, you won't know until you be